Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online, the High Owl chapter. We just finished fighting the Ascendant Magnus, and now we need to exit the All Flags Castle for the Ascendant Storm. The Ascendant Magus stands revealed as Count Damar Dufort. He intends to lead the Ascendant Order in an attack on All Flags Islet. Lady Arabelle needs me to help save the Alliance leaders and the hope for peace. With the help of the Alliance leaders, I defeated the Ascendant Magus. Time to see how things stand outside the castle walls. All Flags Waste Shrine discovered. Ooh, where are we at? Ooh, we're over here. Ooh, there's a sky shard over here. We must get it. Yes, yes, we must get it. Of course, everybody's over here. Everybody's already over here. Okay, and they're all waving. Can I wait to talk to you guys, please?
There you are, dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I assume you had something to do with the Ascendant Order's retreat.
Bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble.
Okay. Let's see if I can quickly...
Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble.
Your lady gonna have to handle it herself. A lost spirit swashbuckler. Oh, where? I don't want to deal with you. Like we might not have a choice. We're gonna keep moving though. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. You see nothing. You see nothing. Oh, please don't tell me it's inside the castle. No, it's not. It's on the outside. Right down here. Okay, 1 of 3. Let's remove that now. And head on back to the story.
Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble.
Dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I assume you had something to do with the Ascendant Order's retreat?
Of course I did.
I admit I feared all was lost, as more of those rogue knights pressed onto shore. Then the castle's siege weapons unloaded on their ships, and the dark storm suddenly abated. Tell me, what actually happened in Memorial Hall?
The leaders and I defeated the Ascendant Magus. We used the siege weapons and stopped the storm.
I knew you were special the moment I saw you, my dear. The Ascendant Magus hoped to topple thrones, yet instead his threat brought the Alliance leaders together. And you showed them peace is worth fighting for. Take this with my deepest thanks.
Ooh, I'm liking this. Until I can figure out what I'm going to use, I need to see what it compares to in my other hand, since this one that I'm currently using is already a legendary. All right, thank you.
Nothing about this peace conference has gone as planned, but the Ascendant Order might have given us something we didn't have before. A reason for the Alliance leaders to cooperate. Can I ask one more favor of you, dear?
What do you need me to do?
Lord Baccaro needs to hear about our victory at All Flags. He can stop mustering a counterforce, at least for now. Thanks to you, Count Damar's plan to decapitate the alliances has failed. The leaders are safe and back to their usual bickering.
What about the Ascendant Lord? Isn't he still a threat?
I suspect Count Damar's defeat cost the Ascendant Order most of their strength. It will take time for them to recover, which gives us a chance to salvage the peace talks. Bring the news to Lord Baccaro, then meet me back at Mandrake Manor.
I'll go speak with Lord Baccaro.
Lord Bacaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news.
What happens to the delegates now?
While the conference site is repaired, I'll secure them in Gonfalon Bay. The captains and Koska can watch over the Royals and Valencia, and we'll have time to send for a new Fighters Guild delegate. I'm surprised this turned out as well as it did.
Didn't you think we were going to defeat the Ascendant Order at all, Flags Islet?
That's a difficult question. I knew we had to try. Actually, I'm a bit embarrassed. Lord Bacaro trusted me to protect the conference, and I let him down. The Ascendant Order was one step ahead of me all along. I've never failed like this before.
Why do you think you failed?
I didn't notice how powerful the Ascendant Order had become, and I should have sniffed out Count de Maud's treachery. The clues were there. Wealth, grievances, arcane skill. Thanks to you, we salvaged the situation. And I can learn from my mistakes.
Did any of Lord Bacaro's reinforcements ever reach All Flags Islet?
No, but I'm not surprised. He and the Steadfast don't have a standing army. I imagine he's still at his manor sending missives across High Isle in an attempt to recruit knights willing to aid us. Go tell him he can stop. The threat is over for now.
What happened to the Ascendant Order ships?
Like Prince Ernskar, I had Captain Suso commandeer a siege engine. That sent a few of their ships to the bottom. Then when the shaking stopped and the storm clouds parted, the remaining vessels fled. After you defeated the Magus, I suppose.
All right.
Surely we're done now. I could use a drink and a meal.
It must have been tough getting captured by convicts on Aminos.
Good point, Iran. But do remember, he's only a prince.
Raise a hand if you care what the High King thinks.
Thank you, Saji.
Zaji. It's the only one.
Can we go home now?
Wrong royal, Zaji. We're with the Queen, remember? Now where did we leave that scow we stole?
Where are they going?
What? Did no one tie up the ship before we ran into battle?
Where's the ship? I guess it's gone. Hey, wait, I want to talk to you. Okay, I can't talk to them. What about you?
High King Emmerich looks no worse for wear. In fact, he seems rather happy. You're doing, my friend? Know that you impressed me throughout this long ordeal, and it was good to fight alongside my fellow captains instead of against them. Very good.
Good. She's happy. Suzo?
We all fought well today against unfathomable odds. The enemies of peace have retreated back into the shadows, thanks to our efforts. And thanks to you.
Yep. I had help, though. I had help.
Despite everything that happened, we're alive and well. Perhaps Lord Bacaro's dream of peace isn't dead after all. I came here to be polite, but now, who knows?
What will you do now, Queen Irene?
Await word from Lord Bacaro, I imagine. I came all this way and endured much. It would be a shame to just walk away now. I must send word back to my court. Assure them that I am alive and well. After that, we shall see.
Do you still plan to participate in the peace talks?
For now. Provided Emmerich and Euron's cub agree to remain. We were able to put aside our differences and deal with the Ascendant Magus. Perhaps that indicates a measure of hope for peace, after all.
Okay. Prince?
My father won't believe half of what I tell him happened here. Shucks bones. I hardly believe it myself. I say enough fighting and talking for today. We should celebrate our victory.
What happens next, Prince Ernskar?
Next? What makes you think I know? My father's instructions didn't cover anything like this. I'm just happy to still be alive and not dead on the battlements or roasting in the belly of a lava beast.
Do you think the peace talks will continue?
We just escaped death, and you're asking me about politics? I suppose I should get used to it, but not without a great deal of mead. I think I understand why the Skald King drinks so much now. If the other leaders agree, I will stay to talk.
Good. All right. King?
What now, I wonder? Do Irene, Ernskar, and I remain here? Do we leave to resume our royal duties? If I get a choice, I'd rather avoid returning to that torture device they call my throne for as long as reasonably possible.
What will you do now, Your Majesty?
I'm not quite certain. Lord Baccaro's plans are in disarray. We were stranded on Amanos and assaulted in his supposedly secure facility. Makes one wonder if all this talk of peace is actually worth the effort.
All right now. Don't despair. Do you think the peace talks will still take place?
Ending a war is a complicated business. If the others agree to remain, I don't see how I can get out of it. If nothing else, this little adventure has proven that we can work together when the need arises. And it was a memorable battle. Truly.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Let's see. I want to save Jakarn to talk to after Valencia.
The Alliance leaders are safe, and the remainder of the Ascendant Order's forces are in retreat. Your work, I assume? Thanks to you, the rulers of Tamriel are alive, and there is still hope for peace.
Yes, there is. Okay, Jakarn, what smart things you got to say?
Well, that turned out better than I expected. I'm glad it's over. It is over, right? I'm not sure I have another fight in me. At least not today.
Okay. Lady DeVoe?
Lord Baccaro should be at steadfast manner. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news.
No problem. All right. Let's go find Lord Baccaro. Chance for peace. We defeated the Ascendant Magus at All Flags Islet and saved the Alliance leaders. Lady Arabelle believes there's still a chance to salvage Lord Baccaro's peace talks. Lady Arabelle asked me to inform Lord Baccaro about how we defeated the Ascendant Magus at All Flags Islet. I should be able to find him at Steadfast Manor, which is where? Oh, we got to go out. We have to leave. Okay, no problem. But I want to look at this staff first. This one. That will decrease our Magicka. Unless nope, we only have one of these. One of this set of Blessing of High Isle. What's this? Oh no, we'll have two pieces. So then our Magicka will go up to 1058. Our spell penetration will go up, and our physical penetration will go up. But just I have to let's see. Right now it's saying our maximum Magicka is 33,384. If we put this on, equip 33,380. So that took into account that there were going to be two pieces already on. $34,482. So about 1,000-point difference. Yeah, because these Hunter's Respite, yeah, it added that for 3 items maximum Magicka. But I think I'm gonna leave this one on for now. Okay, let's get the heck out of here. Gotta catch the boat. Casca and oh, he done sat down. Zaji?
Queen Irene is safe again. Saji is grateful. It would have been terribly embarrassing to lose her a second time. But the battle is over now, yes? We can all take a rest? Saji is exhausted.
What did you do, Saji? What did you do?
Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into
Oh my
terrible
gosh,
trouble.
are you following me? Are you really following me? Alright, where are we headed? Where are we? We're going over here, so let's get to this way shrine.
Yeah, Lady Arabelle's
he's right
associate.
here.
What news do you bring me?
I thought I had to go further to get to you. Okay, well, maybe, I guess it might be the Rothgar, chapter, or not really chapter, DLC that it was pinging off of. Alright, Lord Bacaro.
I've been sending messengers throughout the countryside, but so far I've only managed to gather a handful of knights. I was about to send them the order to head out when I saw you approaching. Does this mean you have news from Lady Arabelle?
Yes, the delegates are safe. The Ascendant Magus is dead, and All Flags Castle is secure.
That's excellent news. My congratulations to you and Lady Arabelle. I'll still send the knights, but now their orders will be to shore up the castle's defenses, not rush into a war. But pray tell, where are the delegates now?
Lady Arabelle has secured them in Gonfalon Bay.
Of course. All Flags Castle must be half in ruins after what I can only imagine was a fierce and costly battle. I'll get with Lady Arabelle, and we'll thank the delegates for their patience. I do believe another celebration is in order, though.
What sort of celebration?
Don't be modest, friend. From what I already know of your exploits, I can only imagine the heroics you demonstrated at All Flags Castle. Inform Lady Arabelle. We'll gather at Gonfalon Palace to celebrate your courage and the safety of the delegates.
I'll tell Lady Arabelle about your plans.
How often does someone get to save 3 realms in the same day? Your actions are an inspiration. I wonder, though, did the Ascendant Magus inadvertently help us by attacking the royals? We shall see. Go, tell Arabelle. She'll make the arrangements.
High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar fought together against the Ascendant Magus.
Did they now? I can't wait to hear the entire story. I am surprised they didn't make use of the wards protecting Memorial Hall, though. We prepared the site to keep the delegates safe throughout the peace talks.
The Ascendant Magus's magic broke through the wards. He almost toppled the entire castle.
Yes, I saw his power firsthand at Castle Navir. And Valencia explained that he somehow drew power from the volcanic vents that permeate the islands. A reckless use of magic, with little regard for consequences. Where did he learn that, I wonder?
The Ascendant Magus was Count Damar Dufort.
Damar Dufort? Astonishing! I was certain the Magus was going to turn out to be one of the Monards. Tell me, what of this mysterious Ascendant Lord you encountered beneath Castle Navir? Did you learn anything about him?
He ordered the Magus to attack All Flags Islet, but we never saw him at the castle.
Cowards like that let others do the fighting for them. I imagine he's in hiding, fearing exposure and seeking a way to rebuild his forces. I suspect the Lord will remain in the shadows for now. Stay vigilant. Inform me if you learn anything more.
No problem. Upon hearing the news that the Ascendant Magus was defeated and the Alliance leaders are safe, Lord Bacaro decided to throw a celebration to commemorate our victory. He asked me to inform Lady Arabelle at Mandrake Manor. So we are off to Mandrake Manor. Let's get on our mount.
You there. Can we speak for a moment?
Better overstocked than under.
Right, let Let me look at the map real quick. Got that already. How many sets were there here? 3? Serpent's Disdain set. Of course, I'm not going to go get these or find them. Okay, and this one's over here. The Druid's Braid set. All right. Let's head on over to the manor. Ooh, what is this? Ancient anchor. At a house or something? Ancient anchor. No? Ancient anchor. I don't know what that was. Anyways, we're here. Let's go to the manor.
Welcome, my dear. What news do you bring from Steadfast Manor? Were you able to meet with Lord Baccaro, dear? What did he say when you told him about our victory?
Lord Baccaro wants to hold a celebration at Gonfalon Palace. He wants you to make the arrangements.
An excellent idea. Lord Baccaro knows it's vital to bring the delegates back to the table. After recent events, their faith in diplomacy might well be suspect. But a party, that's something they can all agree on. Can I impose on you again, dear?
What do you need me to do?
Tell the delegates Lord Baccaro dearly hopes they can attend a gathering at Gonfalon Palace. If anyone hesitates, use your charms to convince them to join us. Meanwhile, I'll throw something together. Meet me at Gonfalon Palace when you're done.
Where can I find the Alliance leaders?
Royals, no concern for their own safety. They each went off in search of a diversion. High King Emmerich to the temple, Queen Irene to stroll the harbor, and Prince Ernscar to the inn. I asked the Sisters' Guard to keep an eye on them, discreetly.
How will you get Gonfalon Palace ready for a celebration so quickly?
Leave that to me, dear. I'll send Jakan to round up our 3 brave captains and put them to work. It'll be all hands on deck, as it were, but I think we can manage. You just make sure the Alliance leaders attend the party.
You think any of the Alliance leaders will refuse the invitation?
These royals are a stubborn lot, or hadn't you noticed? I can never predict what they will do from one moment to the next. Remind them these peace talks are imperative. If that doesn't work, tell them the other 2 accepted your invitation.
So you want me to lie to the Alliance leaders?
Sometimes a few untruths are required to grease the wheels of diplomacy. The royals will see right through the ruse, of course, but they'll play along. All they need is a reason to believe that this isn't a waste of their time.
Okay. Lady Arabelle agreed with Lord Baccaro's plan to hold a celebration. She asked me to go speak with the Alliance leaders and invite them to the gathering at Gonfalon Palace. Let us go. Oh, there was a book there. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Is that one of her books?
Welcome, my dear. What news do you bring from Steadfast Manor?
Yes, Investigator Vale. I want her to just be honest and let us know that she's Investigator Vale. All right, where are we headed? All right, the first one's right here. He is in the temple, looks like. Temple of the Winds. Sorry to bother you.
Magus Slayer!
Oh.
To what do I owe this pleasure?
Magus Slayer. I like it.
Have I thanked you yet for all you've done? Not just for the alliances and Lady Arabelle, but for me personally. No? Well, thank you, my friend. I don't know many people who could have beaten the Ascendant Magus. But what brings you to the temple?
Lord Baccaro has invited you to attend a celebration.
Another royal function. I'm getting tired of those ghastly affairs in most cases. I was just considering heading home. Queen Maria must be missing me terribly. Unless... is the celebration in my honor? It's bad form to refuse such parties.
Yeah. Well, for you and the other Alliance leaders, it will be held at Gonfalon Palace.
Iren and Ernskar? Well, I can't allow them to attend and not show up myself. And I guess I do owe them something of a debt, too. They did help us on Amanos and at All Flags Castle. All right, I'll attend Lord Baccaro's celebration.
I'll see you at the Gonfalon Palace.
It seems I'll need to pay more attention to the Sisters Archipelago in the future. My negligence allowed treason to fester and bloom unchecked. That changes now. But enough grim talk. We must celebrate. I will see you at Lord Baccaro's gathering.
Since we learned that the Ascendant Magus is Count Demard, will you punish House Dufort?
I will need to treat that situation delicately. Until I can prove one way or another that Duchess Elea was truly ignorant of her brother's plot, I can't in good conscience reprimand the entire house. Still, I don't take treason lightly.
At least Count Demard can't threaten you again.
No, but we didn't exterminate all of those Order bastards, and their so-called Ascendant Lord is still loose. I have no doubt his rogue knights will rise against us again. I'll withhold judgment on the Duforts until my daggers investigate, though.
Okay, great. He's in. Wow, look at this. Nice. The next closest one is somebody over here getting their drink on. Oh yeah, Prince Ernskar did say he wanted to go to a pub and get his drink on. Alright, is it below or above? Oh, it's above. Yep, right near the... Actually, I think the way shrine's in front of the pub. Yes, right here.
Oh, sailors. Leave nothing but salt and
oh, he must be upstairs? What's doing up here?
Fill us with nature's glory and guide us on our path. Dance free with exultation, a fear in
Wait a minute. There is no way to get there. Okay. Let's go up another one. It's not looking like this is right. Yeah, this is definitely not right. Hello. Sorry, I don't mean to intrude. Did I miss you? Where are you at? Wait, there's... Are you up above? Let's try it and see. What? What? It says he is... I'm going back in. Where are you at? It says he's... Okay, is there another stairs somewhere? Oh, there is. Okay, tricky.
Well met, friend. Come have a drink with me. After the battles we endured, I was hoping to find a celebration. Unfortunately, this inn is as dead as the elk served at the Skull King's table. Have you come to drink with me, perhaps, my friend?
Not specifically. Lord Baccaro has invited you to attend a celebration. Ooh, an elk. That sounds good. I've had elk before. It's very tasty.
Well, that's a welcome bit of news. Even a party full of royals and nobles has got to be better than this place. Wait, will Emmerich and Iren be in attendance? If they decline the invitation, I probably should as well.
Queen Irene and High King Emmerich both pledged to attend the celebration at Gonfalon Palace.
And it seems I have no other choice. I will attend Lord Baccaro's celebration, and if the festivities evolve into more serious conversations, perhaps I will even listen.
I'll see you there, my friend.
I'll see you there, my friend.
Oh. Yes, I'll see you there.
Wait until the Skull King hears what he missed. Raging storms, a deadly jungle, a battle against near hopeless odds at an ancient castle. My father is going to kick himself. Well, maybe not about the storms. He gets sick at sea.
You really think Euron the Skald King will be disappointed he wasn't here for all this?
Absolutely. He was an adventuring bard before he took the throne of Eastern Skyrim. He's not as ancient as Emmerich, and that old lion enjoyed himself. When we weren't almost dying, at least. I'll send a report to my father. Tell him all about it.
So you plan to stick around and wait for the peace talks to resume?
As long as nothing else out of the ordinary happens, I'll stay. At least for a while. The weather here on High Isle is so much nicer than what we have in Windhelm. I can do without the cold and the snow for a little longer.
I know that's right. I don't like cold and snow either. Alright, let's go find Captain Colleen. And she was down near the Trails or Trials of Tribute area. Down near the docks.
Ready.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh no. Go down this way. Captain Colleen, where you at?
Come on, just one more match. Give me a chance.
Oh,
to
that's
win my
Queen
crown
Irene.
back.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I was thinking I was looking for Captain Colleen.
Looking for me?
Yeah, I am. Not. What are you doing down here? This is Captain Colleen's area. Anyways, we're looking for Queen Irene.
I've always loved the sea. Comes from growing up on Summerset, I suppose. But what can I do for you, my friend? Don't tell me there are more rogue knights threatening High Isle.
Not at the moment. Lord Baccaro has invited you to attend the celebration.
A party? Just another excuse to get me and Emmerich in the same room. Oh, very well. If we could face unprecedented danger together, we can probably survive sharing a few drinks and some food. And where will this gala event be held?
The celebration's being held at Gonfalon Palace.
That's probably for the best. It's close by. And All Flags Castle was quite a mess after the battle with the Ascendant Magus. It will take Lord Baccaro a considerable effort if he plans to make it ready for the conference again.
I'll see you at Gonfalon Palace.
Most of the belongings I brought along were lost when the Perfect Pounce sank into the sea. I wonder if I can find any suitable attire on this island. Breton tastes leave something to be desired. What am I thinking? This outfit is perfectly fine.
Did you talk with High King Emmerich and Prince Ernskar before the attack on All Flags Islet?
We did not discuss peace, if that's what you're asking. We disagree on important issues, which is why diplomacy usually begins with social occasions. Banquets, balls, hunts, and the like. Rarely do they involve fighting for your life, though.
All right, what did you talk about then?
We regaled each other with tales of how we survived the shipwrecks and our adventures on Amanos. I believed Emmerich was past his prime, no longer the great hero. And Ernskar struck me as young and brash. I now have a different perspective.
Okay, all right. So I did look it up, and the voice actor portraying Queen Irene is the same one who started back in 2014. Her name is Kate Beckinsale. I hope I'm saying her last name right, but it looks like she has been the voice actor since the very, very beginning. The Alliance leaders agreed to attend Lord Baccaro's celebration. I should head to the palace in Gonfalon Bay and report to Lady Arabelle. Okay. Oh, we're going over here. palace. All right, let's go. Yeah, in the previous episode, I had a question about her voice sounded different to me, but it had been a while since I heard her voice. So I just wanted to see if it was the same voice actress. Are we going up above? Yes.
Someone wouldn't have taken it, surely. Not with the guard right there.
This is not good. Rigert needs help. Again.
You guys out in the court? Okay, they're in the banquet hall. I was thinking maybe they were in the courtyard. Hey, Jakarn.
Hey, good looking.
Hey,
got
good
a moment?
looking. Yes, I do have a moment for you.
Lord Bacaro may have proclaimed that this was a celebration for the Alliance leaders, but everyone came out to see the hero who saved All Flags Castle. I'm impressed how fast the word got around, even if I may have had something to do with that.
Is something else on your mind, Jakarn?
Just wanted you to know, I worked it out with Lady Arabelle. She considers my debt to her paid in full.
Good.
I think she may have confused me with you, but I'll take it any way I can get it. So go in and enjoy the party. I'm sure I'll see you around.
You are part of this. It's your celebration, too.
I put on a few disguises, sure. And I'm glad everyone's safe, but all this hero stuff gives me a rash. I'm not supposed to attract so much attention. Anyway, Lady Arabelle wants a word with you before she starts the main event. She's waiting inside.
Good luck, Jakarn. I'll go speak with Lady Arabelle. Look at all the peoples in here. Ooh, there's a bunch of people in here. Okay, that just means a lot of people.
Not my finest work, but I think this venue will do.
Get to talk to. Hey, Lady Arabelle.
I see you convinced our royal guest to come to our little gathering. Well done, dear. Now for the tricky part. Persuading them to stay for Lord Bacaro's talks. After so many perils, I suppose I couldn't blame them if they decided to leave.
The Alliance leaders agreed to attend the party, and I think they'll stay for the peace talks.
Excellent, dear. You saved Emmerich and the others from the Ascendant Order and ended the threat of the Magus. Plus, you salvaged the talks and restored the hope for peace. Take this. This is your day as much as anyone's. I have to address the crowd.
Okay, thank you.
We're here to celebrate the coming together of three great leaders, and to show our appreciation for a hero who saved the delegates and kept our hopes for peace alive. On behalf of Lord Bacaro and the Society of the Steadfast, I ask our honored guests to enjoy the celebration.
There she goes.
The Old Mary Dominion thanks our hero and promises to participate when the talks resume. I guess I should be up there.
The Ebonheart Pact wholeheartedly agrees.
As does the Daggerfall Covenant. 3 cheers for our hero and for Lord Bacaro!
Well said, High King. And well said, Queen and Prince. Let the celebration begin.
Yay, time to party! Okay, let's talk to everybody one final time.
I knew at the moment I saw you, dear. This one has spirit. This one has the heart of a hero. Not too unlike what Emmerich saw when he first looked at me. You know I appreciate all you've done, my friend. You can call on me for help whenever you need.
What's next for you, Lady Arabelle?
No rest for the weary, dear. I need to help Lord Bacaro restore All Flags Castle for the peace talks, improve security, figure out what other traitors beside Count Damard are lurking about. And of course, I need to keep the delegates safe.
Do you need any more help?
Not right now. The captains and Koska have agreed to help guard the delegates, but the rest is all paperwork and supervision. When the peace talks get underway, I'll send for you. If you're still interested in helping, of course. No pressure, dear.
I could be persuaded.
An excellent answer. I must write that down. I expect that my notes will make an excellent basis for the next Investigator Vale novel. I must send them off to the author at once.
Yeah, about that. Are you the author of the Investigator Vale books or not?
Let's just say the author is a very dear friend of mine. Why, I would even go so far as to admit I know her as well as I know myself. And that is quite positively all I intend to share on this topic. Now go mingle and accept the adoration of the crowd.
I knew it. I knew you were the Investigator Vale, Lord Bacaro.
We have taken the first step on a long journey. Still, no one ever reaches their destination without taking that step. I owe you a debt, friend. Because of you, there's still a chance for peace. I promise to take full advantage of this opportunity.
When will the peace talks begin?
That depends on how fast I can get workers out to rebuild All Flags Castle and restore Memorial Hall. And I need to send word to the Mages Guild. Valencia alone can't replace the wards. There's also a new Fighters Guild delegate to consider.
Can you keep the Alliance leaders here until everything is ready?
I'm certainly going to try. We've all accomplished too much to let the talks just fade away like a mist in the morning sun. You showed them they can work together. We can build upon that, provided I can get them to stay until we're ready to begin.
All right. Let's go talk with people.
I don't want to help people just to make them grateful to me, but if these are the sort of parties adventurers get to attend, I definitely won't complain.
What are you still doing here?
Where better to find a ship than in Gonfalon Bay? I'll get passage on one of them. Until then, I'm helping people.
You're helping people?
Yes. I started by singing rats off a galley. It's a small start, but now folks are coming to me with their problems. I'm making a name for myself. It may not be much yet, but I crafted it myself. And it's my name, not my father's.
What will you do now?
Me? I'm going to enjoy myself. Maybe try some new foods. It's nice being at a party and not having to worry about being called on to perform. After that, I'm going to battle monsters, solve real problems, like you.
Okay. I guess the easiest way is just go horizontally across.
Bestest friend, I had no idea you were a large diplomat too. Prince Ernskar says you saved the peace talks by saving his life. Twice! That is very strong diplomacy. I wish I had thought of that.
How's the cultural exchange going, Rigert?
Oh, very good. Tanilan and Ulganar said my diplomacy was so strong, they didn't need to be diplomatized anymore. They told me I could go commit diplomacy on new people and make more friends.
Commit to diplomacy. Who else did you commit diplomacy against?
Everybody in town. Sailors, merchants, fishmongers, dock workers, beggars, anyone I could catch. People like you when you buy them drinks. Although, I'm not really sure how that helps Ebonheart Pact.
Okay. Queen?
I think I can bear this Breton paradise a little longer. Consider it my way of acknowledging everything you did for us. For me. If you could go out of your way to save 3 foolish royals, then I can try to find common ground with my enemies.
You think there's a chance these peace talks will succeed?
There's always a chance. As long as Lord Bacaro can finalize the necessary arrangements, we have an opportunity to put an end to terrible suffering. What sort of queen would I be if I did not do everything in my power to see this through?
You think Prince Ernskar and High King Emmerich feel the same?
I must assume so. Why else would they be here? They are honorable leaders despite our differences and the terrible war we're engaged in. I believe they want what is best for their realms as well as mine. Beyond that, we shall have to wait and see.
Okay. Frenzy?
We won the day, my friend, and I learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes the enemy of my enemy is my friend, or at least a helpful acquaintance. And if the peace talks do go on, I will do my best to negotiate in good faith.
Do you think these peace talks will succeed?
Who knows? Will ice melt in the cookpot? That's a certainty. But the thoughts that run through the minds of the rulers of Tamriel, those cannot be fathomed by even the most brilliant sage. But I will send word to my father, ask for his advice.
And will you follow it?
Mostly. But he wasn't with us on Amanos or at All Flags Castle. He didn't fight side by side with the lion and the eagle. My father doesn't expect much from these talks. I'm not so sure. If the talks do take place, I'd love to surprise him.
Okay. King?
Fighting alongside each other? All well and good. Attending a party together? Sure, with civilized people. But these peace talks? If Lord Bacaro is committed to continuing down this path, I'll follow. I don't hold out much hope, though.
You don't think there's a chance these peace talks will succeed?
What do I look like, a soothsayer? All I know is that peace has powerful enemies. Every day, people tell me that if we press harder, we can make good on the blood and treasure we've spent. Dictate terms from a position of strength. It distresses me.
You don't have to listen to the people who tell you to keep fighting, do you?
I'm afraid I do. If I decide to ignore them and hold my ground, there's no promise Irene and Yoren can do the same. Peace is only possible when everyone sees there's no more to be gained from war. Still, if others are willing to try, so am I.
Okay.
Quite an honor you've received from these esteemed figures. I feel confident they only know a small portion of your heroics. If these discussions succeed, we could soon see this war end. No more lives thrown away in the pursuit of power.
How are things at Steadfast Manor?
Returning to normal thanks to you. The symptoms of Viralane's experiments have faded from our patients. Now they can focus on the conditions that originally brought them to me. That will be its own struggle, but one we're trained for.
Will you stay at Steadfast Manor?
Oh, of course. As long as this horrible war rages, I will help heal the injured. And I believe in Lord Bacaro's dream. Learning about the lives of our enemies offers the best path to peace.
Okay. Druid Audrey?
Well done, my friend. What you accomplished here, what you prevented. We all owe you so much more than our thanks and well wishes. If there's anything you ever need from the Stone Lore Circle, you only need to ask.
Have things gotten back to normal at Stone Lore Grove?
More or less. Nature has a way of doing the unexpected, but that's part of its grandeur. The spirit of the Grove has become more of a partner than a tool, and I am glad of that. You helped make that possible. The Circle will never forget that.
And what about the volcano? Have the Druids determined how to render it dormant yet?
No, not yet. It's like the very rock refuses to talk to us, and we're the Stone Lore Druids. I've been busy getting the Grove settled, but I think I'll offer to help with the investigation into the lava vents and the volcano. It's the least I can do.
Hey. Lady Mariette Lewis? Okay, can't talk to her. Captain Jamila.
So, when not busy fighting pirates, I guess you're off saving royalty. Perhaps you just travel where the winds blow. Everyone here owes you a great debt, especially myself. The Prowler remains safe and ready to serve the Dominion.
Where will you go next?
Wherever I please. That's the joy of the sailing life. We have a few jobs lined up. Sailors must eat after all. But I think we can afford some shore leave. And Queen Irene asked to talk later. I sense more dangerous cargo in the near future.
Was Oblan not invited to come here?
Ugh, I asked that sour cat to come and thank you. but he turned me down. Something about needing to count the crates another time. He never stops working, that one. But I know for a certainty that he's grateful for everything you've done.
Sour cat. Casca.
Good thing I didn't eat you on that Amenos beach,
right?
Walker. This all would have been a lot harder without you. And no, I don't really eat people. That's just Senshrat humor. As far as you know.
What will you do next, Casca?
That depends on Queen Irene. We're staying in Gonfalon Bay as long as she is, but that suits me fine. We've got a new ship and a new crew to break in. And I'll be keeping an eye on Zaji, as always.
Yeah, of course. Speaking of him, did we talk to you? No, we have not, Captain Colleen.
Nothing can replace the spearhead or the crewmates I lost when she went down. But seeing the High King and all these other people alive and well goes a long way toward making things right. Well, that and Nereid's song, I suppose.
What's next for you, Captain Colleen?
I'm not going anywhere until High King Emmerich finishes up what he came here to do. That's fine with me, though. It'll give me time to sign on a crew and put Nereid's song in proper shape.
You plan to keep Nereid's song?
Lady Arabelle insisted, and the Duchess doesn't seem opposed. Still haven't decided whether to rename her. There's a lot of luck tied up in a ship's name. Oh, and while I'm here, I agreed to protect the delegates. I could use the extra gold.
Hey, good luck. Zaji!
After a shipwreck, imprisonment, and dangerous battles, Zaji has earned a little time to relax. And perhaps some recognition for his bravery and skill, yes? What? Zaji is the hero of the day.
What?
After you, of course. A drink in your honor.
You did not do a thing, Zaji. What's next for Captain Zaji?
Long sunny days and tender nights, filled with song, drink, and love. Or so Zaji hopes. Since Queen Irene has no one else to look after her in these islands, Zaji hereby appoints himself the task of catering to her every need.
Don't you have work to do on the perfect pounce, too?
That is a task better left in Casca's claws. Who will look after Queen Irene if not Zaji? And Lady Arabelle insisted we help guard the delegate anyway, so what does this want to do? Zaji can only hope his devotion is rewarded.
I actually like his character. He's so flamboyant. We spoke with him. Okay, we can't. Can we talk with you? Mara. Nope. Okay, let's talk with the Duchess.
I've been told that my brother met his end at your hands during his reckless attack on All Flags Castle. If only I had seen through his scheme sooner, perhaps he might have been saved. But I suspect he gave you no choice. That was so his way.
Count Damard wanted to kill the Alliance leaders.
When my brother fixed his mind on a goal, he did not allow anything or anyone to get in his way. We were never close, but our relationship only worsened after I accepted our father's title. And now he's left our house on the brink of ruin.
Uh-oh, the brink of ruin?
The High King says he does not hold me responsible for Damard's misdeeds.
That's good.
But the ships that attacked All Flags Castle were built into fort yards, and many of our knights fought under ascended helms. Our honor is irreparably stained.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Captain Suzo?
When Kamal's Bane foundered on the rocks of Amenos Passage, I could not imagine this hour would come. Yet now, the hardest work of all begins. Well, after the hard work of restoring All Flags Castle is finished, then the hardest work begins.
Is there any hope of salvaging Kamal's Bane?
Sadly, no. She will never sail again.
Sorry.
But several Ascendant Order vessels were abandoned after the fight at All Flags Islet. Since the Order wrecked my ship, I hope to claim one of theirs for compensation.
What will you do then?
Hire a crew and refit here in Gonfalon Bay. I do not know how long Prince Ernskar plans to stay, but it would be my honor to return him safely home when the time comes. Until then, I promised Lady Arabelle I would help protect all the delegates.
Okay. Guild Master Valicia?
I feel a little out of my depth here. So much trouble came from the medallions I prepared, and then the magical wards I helped raise at Memorial Hall failed to stop the Magus. Now I'm supposed to turn my efforts to diplomacy?
Well, where is you, Valencia?
I am no diplomat. Up to now, my task has been to support Lord Baccaro and Lady Arabelle with my magic. I understood what they needed and how to craft it for them, but I know nothing about negotiating. I don't understand why the Guild has sent me.
Mages Guild must believe you can do the job.
There are other mages with more experience, such as Barnes Galarian or anyone. They would be better negotiators. Ah, that's the point, isn't it? My role here isn't to negotiate, it's to speak honestly and keep an open mind. That I can do.
Okay, good luck. Lady Clarice Laurent?
As much as I enjoy a party, I still have work to do back on All Flags. And poor Stibbins isn't a spring rooster. All this excitement does terrible things to his already fragile constitution. If we disappear, do give our regards to Lady Arabelle.
Any lingering effects related to that curse I saved you from?
Oh, if you don't mind, I'd rather not recall that dreadful experience. You have no idea what it's like to have a foul-mouthed, libidinous sea captain inside your head. Although, I must say the feelings he left me with were rather enticing.
So what's next for you and Stibbins?
I still have a few last things to take care of on All Flags Islet before the peace talks can proceed. After that, who can say? I go where I'm needed, and Stibbins follows faithfully in my wake. Someone must carry my personals, after all.
Someone as famous and in demand as you must have a lot of options.
Oh, that goes without saying. I am Tamriel's most celebrated treasure hunter and author, after all. I may stick around for the peace talks. Or I heard about some strange happenings in the Telvanni Peninsula. Or Hammerfell. I haven't been there in ages.
Well, good luck. Stibbins?
Well, that was quite something to see. I envy your life of adventure and daring do, my friend. Sometimes I imagine striking out with nothing but a sword and a good pair of boots. But what would become of Lady Laurent? She'd be lost without me.
You have feelings for Lady Laurent, don't you, Stibbins?
What? Well, yes, everyone does. She's a fine and noble woman. Quite personable. When she isn't calling for tea or ordering me to do some fool thing or other. But I do not appreciate what you are implying, my friend.
I meant no offense, Stibbins, but what happened after the curse was lifted on All Flags Islet?
After the... You saw? Well, nothing happened. Not really. Nothing I want to discuss, anyway. Lady Laurent wasn't herself. She was still caught up on the stifled emotions of a sea captain who had been alone for... Oh, must we talk about this?
Sorry. So, what's next for Lady Laurent's faithful manservant?
Nothing too exciting. I have lists to make, crates to pack, and Lady Laurent's collection of combs, brushes, and reach fetishes won't sort themselves. I'm sure we'll see you again. Milady appreciates your help, even if she doesn't say so.
Thank you. Good luck, Stibbins. Okay, we can't talk to her. I don't even know who she is. Just somebody standing in, I guess. All right. We talked to you. I think didn't we talk to you already? Let me see.
Quite an honor you've received from these.
We did. All right, Jakarn.
You made quite an impression, my friend. Too bad for you. Now all the important people know who to call when they need something done. You'll never have a moment's rest, you poor bastard.
Are you really leaving, Jakarn?
I really am. But you know me. I lay low and some sort of trouble still finds me. I'm like one of those lodestones, I guess.
So no more jobs for Lady Arabelle?
Don't get me wrong. Lady A is great, and she pays well. But I need to draw the line at acting respectable, of being all heroic. I'm a thief. I've got an image to think of. But I'll never say never. Do that, and fate intervenes.
Oh, I certainly hope we get to see you in future chapters, because I like him. I do. I really like him. All right, you guys. That is the end of the High Isle chapter. Oops, let's not have the plants or the tree in the way. So when we come back, which should be on, let's see, the last episode for this will post this Saturday, the 8th of June. And when we come back on the 10th of June, I will be starting the Gold Road Prologue. Oh, I'm so super excited. And I plan on doing everything that I can in the prologue to include all the side quests. So, man, it has been a long journey going from the base game to this chapter. And of course, I did the Necrom chapters, the very first thing in starting this character. And I have not even really scratched the surface of this game because there's all kinds of DLCs, all kinds of side quests. But we'll tackle all those things after Gold Road. So you guys, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on in the Gold Road chapter starting on the 10th of June. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one. Bye.